Bum, bum, bum. Rugby. We're going to watch some rugby. How is it going? Just in time for the rugby. Goodness me, I only just wolfed down some food because it's 5:15 here in NZ. Japan taking on Australia. Let's see if I can set up this. Ooh, easy, Tiger. Easy, easy. There we go. I think that looks good. We got the score up. The stream's going. The game's on. I can pause that. Let's turn off the autofocus. Ba-boom. Oh, man, getting all my ducks in a row. There we go. I think we're good. Just in time for the game. Sven says, go Japan. Padza says, yo, Mark, you're early. You are early, buddy. Hollywood says, howdy. How's it going, Hollywood? More reasonable kickoff time for you, I think. Over in Canada. Yo, what's up from Ballard Boxing? Bro. I think your t-shirt's in the wash. I think I wore it yesterday. Or did I wear it on Wednesday? Has it been washed? No, that's not it. It's been washed. Got clothes next to me here. Can't see Australia winning this. We've just had kickoff. Cheers, everybody, for being here. I finally have beer with trivia on it, by the way. Time check, we're at 15 seconds. Now, I even wore the Ballard boxing shirt, by the way, to Tony's wedding. Just FYI. To Tony's wedding. Class. All round. Start delayed? Only delayed if you consider that they don't list the kickoff time properly for Australian matches. Kickoff was always supposed to be 5:15. Aussie social media listed it at 5, but that's for like the pre-match stuff. Australia have just won a line out. Just outside the road, 22. Lonergan going to box kick. Dearns will try and charge it down, but he can't get him. It's just around about halfway. But Japan's got it. They'll have a crack just in Australia's half. Churchill, like the stream, you bastardos. There we go. If you haven't liked the stream, drop us a like. We're already a few minutes in. Game's 1 minute and 35 seconds now. Anyone who missed the first time check. Now, the guy who's playing 12 for Japan doesn't usually play 12. He's more of a fullback, so keep an eye on that fella. Carter Gordon's going to have a carry. Please don't get hurt. Seems to survive the first tackle all right. Wallabies will kick exit from Tom Wright this time, but that's not the greatest kick. It didn't really go forward very far. But tap back by Japan. They're going to have another crack. It's all Japan at the moment. Hi, Mark. I saw a rare straight red for the Auckland game versus Hawke's Bay just before tuning into this game. I didn't see that one, mate. I was getting ready a video which is already up. You'll be able to see it on Patreon, mate. About rugby stats. What happened to deserve a straight red? Thud is getting here for a good time, not a long time. Where are you off to, man? Japan's all on the attack. There's 7 phases in the Wallabies half, just outside the 22. Lockie Shorter's got called off the ball. 7 phases. Saito goes left to Ito. Jorgensen shoots out of the line, and the Japanese have lost it forward. So we'll go back for the knock-on. We'll have a scrum. Did the game kick off on time? Yep, 15:15. I'm also watching the Magpies at the same time as this one, Frankie. Oh, there we go. Oh, man, Dylan Riley shoved that ball between his legs. 4 minutes in, foul play to leg. Ugh, not good. Josh Berry. Not good. Not good. If you remember the Swain Tupai incident, was Thompson okay or was he injured? Hey, Mark, you must be pleased with Auckland's NPC win last week. Yeah, the game against Wellington was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy, but I haven't seen today's score. Okay, that game's only just kicked off, really. 10 minutes ago. Shame with Sky Sport is you can't dual stream. If I turn on the Auckland game, it'll kill this game. Saw the stats video, found it very interesting. I'm glad to hear it, Frankie. Bit of the old Patreon early access. All right, we're having a scrum. We're 4 minutes and 25 seconds in. Japan have had all the attack, but they've knocked it on. So first scrum of the game. Whatever happened to Darcy Swain? He's been playing for the Western Force, but I think he's off to France now because he's just been on the outer with the Wallabies. We're still resetting scrums. Not a lot's happened in the last few. Injured and went off, which is what prompted the TMO check in the first place. That's not ideal. Take my word, Derns is scoring first at Japan. I wonder what that's paying. If they've got a stat or a odds, if they're taking bets on it. Got to go to in play. In play. Australia gets the advantage from scrum time. They can have a crack from their own 23. Jorgensen with the offload. Isaac Henry's had a big carry there. Suddenly gone up like 40 metres. What do we got? Try scorer markets. It doesn't say first. Oh, first try scorer. It doesn't give a first Japanese try scorer market. Why are we looking up gambling? Let's watch the game. Yo, Ross. Cheers, man. Thank you, brother. Here go the Aussies. Jorgensen's going to put the hammer down. He's just short. He's a metre short. Jorgensen on the right wing. Pick and go. Try time, Australia. That goes back to them surviving all that early Japanese pressure, winning a scrum penalty, and then just going length of the field. Cracking stuff. Great start from the Aussies. Look at the Potter, Henry, Jorgo with the big break. Look at him go. He tried the wee shimmy step, but he just brought down a metre short. But next phase, Josh Nasser. I haven't seen a proper angle of the grounding, but the ref and the team, the AR were there. We'll go with it. Nice conversion from Ryan Lonergan. It's 7 points to 0. Seven 0 to the Aussies. Cheers again, Ross, for the super chat. Good timing with the Aussie try. Can someone explain why I can watch Southern Hemisphere rugby for free in the US, but it's hard to watch in the home countries? Broadcast deals can be funny like that, eh? In New Zealand, our broadcaster picked up the Premiership from England, but they don't have the URC, which has got like South African teams. We've got a bigger South African population, which I would imagine be willing to pay for rugby more than we do people interested in the Prem, but could be wrong. I guess the finances don't work. Maybe the Prem didn't want as much money for it. We don't have the Champions Cup either. You got to pay for that separately. I'm seeing many minutes late. My clock is at 9 minutes now. I'm streaming it from Sky Sport in New Zealand, which is slower than watching it on TV, and then YouTube adds a bit of a delay. All right. Australia's on the defensive again. Slow ball, though. They like quick ruck speed. Australian defense is looking solid so far compared to last week. Bit of space out to Yazaki on the right, but his kick's a bit too long. Right, I'll dot it down, and it is a goal line dropout. You were saying you wish the TMO was more professional in 2CG. It is super frustrating watching it as American. The average salary of MLB umpire is $300,000 US. Yeah. It just kind of drives me nuts that they don't seem to have a professional setup just for TMO setup in most Test rugby, except for the World Cup. They kind of have to liaise with the TV director. Holy shit, here we go. Oh, Lonergan. Oh, sweeping back on a kick through the Wallabies. Very close to conceding points there. The Japanese guys were tearing up for that. Yeah, they don't have a specific setup just for the TMO to use, which seems nuts for top level rugby. Oh, whoever called Derns as the Japan first try scorer was close. It's the other lock. It's Hawkins from the charge down. Jeez, he's a big fucking guy, isn't he? That was from the kick through from Ito. Lonergan only just scrambled back for that. They had to exit. Lonergan with the box kick. Hawkins charges it down. No knock-ons from a charge down, and he dots it. It's writing a note. Japan, immediate reply. The grubber kick got them close. Lonergan charged down. It is a misconversion, so 7 points to 5. Yeah, Lonergan took a couple of steps from the base of that ruck instead of just kicking it straight, and Hawkins just went for him. Kind of fluky, but a nice block. Take it, man. Didn't know you guys said fluky in Canada? Hollywood? Jules, just with that face. Yeah, not ideal. But now we're going to see more charge downs in this game. Derns is also really good at charge downs. Australia have given away a penalty from the restart. So it's time for Japan to have a line out just around about halfway. That guy's 2 feet taller than the back. Oh, stolen line out. Australia needed that. They've had bugger all ball in Japan's half. Quick hands though. Tom Wright will put boots of ball. Oh, it's going to go dead. No, it's just going to sit up in the goal area. Would Dearns make the 23 for the All Blacks? Probably. He's pretty fucking good, eh? I think so. He's one of the best in the world, I reckon. What a steal. Was that Charlie Cale? Right, what can the Wallabies do now they actually have some possession in Japan's half on the 10-metre line? Popping it in for Angus Bell. Loves a carry. Geez, he's always getting over the advantage line. Carter Gordon finds a bit of space. Kick clear, but it's a bit of a territorial game for the Australians. Bit of pressure. Bite. Hello, how's it going, Bite? Willem's got cash on Japan winning this one. What made you do that, Willem? Australia's big-time favourites. Clock's off because Josh Nasser's getting a bit of treatment. But Japan has our hearts, even with Eddie Jones at the helm, eh? Japan's getting pretty good though. Yep. Oh, it's pleasing having another team competitive, eh? I've put a few dollars on Dearns scoring. Well, Dearns a good player. He's got really high involvements for the Japanese, and he'll pretty much guaranteed to play 80 as well, unless he gets injured. Isaac Henry has just busted a tackle from line-out play for the Wallabies. They're into the 22. Harry Wilson beats Dearns. Spins out of the tackle. Salakai Loto on the carry. Dearns is called to make another one. Quick ball. Angus Bell into contact there. 3 meters out, 2 meters out. Slow ball this time. Charlie Cale's going to pick and go. Not quite. Oh, there's space there to take that rack too slow. Wilson can't spin out of the tackle. Did they knock that on at the base of that? Tupou. He's over, as long as there was no knock on in the build-up. Decent period of pressure. It's what they can do. The Australians started with a line-out steal way back when, really. Quick ruck speed is very key for these Australians. Apart from maybe that one ruck, the rest of them were pretty damn quick. We are 14 points to 5 up with the Australians. Hey, April Tui, how's it going? Am I going live at 5 a.m.? I will watch it, but I will not be live for that one. About time Tupou used those massive Remu trees. He's a big unit. A big old unit. Was there no knock on? Oh my god, Tupou's just put in a kick. There was a knock on in the build up. The officials have finally spotted it. Bloody hell. Look at that. I think he knew there was a knock on in the build up. He's kicking for Potter. That's nuts. Taniela Tupou, the biggest man on the field with a kick for the winger. What do you think about Clark out for the tour? It's unfortunate, isn't it? It's one less option for Dave. He was definitely a genuine chance for the test. Fancy footwork is right, Hollywood. Bigger scrum from Japan this time, but there's no penalty. It's just a ball out the back. Here we go to their back line. Oh, Yazaki's in a bit of space. All right. He gets tackled by Tom Wright, though. Quick ball. Takeuchi's not going to pass. He loves a carry, the big tight head for Japan. Grub a kick through. Tom Wright gets caught in the tackle. He's got to release that ball. He's going to get pinged. Oh, they've just secured that, the Australians. Holy cow. Hawkins is going to come for the charge again, but they're not going to box kick this time. They're going to try to get a metre or two further out. Longer ruck this time. Lonergan's kicks a decent one outside the 22. Oh, pressure, pressure, pressure. Tupou can also throw a good dummy. There you go. I feel like our wing stocks are pretty solid even without Clark, says Frankie, especially with Rennie saying Jordan and Rico are wingers in the setup. Yeah, although with Billy Proctor out, Rico's a bit foot in both camps, isn't he? I think New Zealand's best 15 can beat the box on their day, but if they keep losing players, it starts to change very quickly. The box depth is definitely one of their strengths, isn't it? I want Japan to win. Why does everyone want Japan to win? What about the Wallabies? Tazano. What a defensive shift from that man. Over the ball. Come on, guys. Let's focus on the game. AB's is tomorrow. I suppose so. Hard to stop a unit from that close out. Yeah, well, there's a few of them on this field. We love an underdog. Jules doesn't want Japan to win, funnily enough, as a Wallabies fan. April's also supporting the Wallabies. Good on you, April, too. There we go. So it's not just everyone going for Japan for this one. I've been feeling more of the Anzac spirit in recent years. What can I say? I've got a lot more in common with Australia than I do Japan, I suppose. I just want the Aussies to do good. These are the guys we play Super Rugby with. Hollywood's cheering for Australia to add balance. There we go. Oh, they managed to tackle Harry Potter this week. Oh, there's pressure on that. Whoa. Salakai Loto from a standing start beats a couple. Smigs splitting the Wallabies. Oh, there we go. Andy in. Okay, maybe there's more Wallabies fans than Japan fans here. Dern's going for the charge. Doesn't get it. Lonergan, good box kick. Ito's going to kick clear for Japan. Not getting any pay at their own half. Tom Wright's going to try running it back. Geez, he's isolated. Nobody was there. Everyone was expecting him to kick, and Japan's won a penalty. That was bad decision-making. Come on, man. Everyone was expecting the kick. Totally isolated himself. Oh, that's poor from the Wallabies. Good Australia is good for rugby. There we go. Ideally, both teams do well, to be fair. Yeah. Tom Wright was isolated, Bryce. Everyone was just watching him. Reaction was way too late. Yeah, good to see Townsville showing up. I don't know how big that stadium is, but Japan. Oh, another line-out steal from Australia. Is not the biggest draw. So, yeah, good to see them getting out there. Oh, Jorgensen's just been caught as they're deep in their 22, the Wallabies. God. Jules, your heart must be in your mouth watching this one. And that's a pilfer from the Japanese. They did manage to turn it over. They're going to make up for that lost line-out. Ooh, that clean out from Costley was a bit uncontrolled. That could be looked at. Far out. He just went flying into that one like a missile. It's scrappy. Saito's taking the tap and go, and he's just scored, but surely they've got to go back and look at the missile that was Teen and Costley flying into that breakdown. Bloody hell, that's helter-skelter. Look at that. Fucking hell, you got to look at that. Surely. Do I bother writing a note about this try? You guys are ahead of me in the stream. Have they TMO'd this or what? Okay. Fair enough. I'll start writing a note. What the hell, Wallabies? I know. That was... They just didn't exit. They did the hard part. They won the line-out turnover. They just needed to exit. $14 points to 12. 10. Did they miss the conversion? I would have thought that one got a TMO, but anyway, what do I notice? 12. Fuck's sake. They took long enough to put that score up. Yo, Mr. Tony. Half cut in a bar in Albany. Get your purses out, biatches. Thank you, Tony. Tony from Distracted Sports, who was on a podcast with yours truly. Thank you, mate. Half cut, eh? Only half. Four tries in 25 minutes is crazy. It's been a busy start to the game, hasn't it? My Sky feed froze about 5 minutes ago. Frankie, we are at 28:30 right now. Oh, is half cut not an American thing? Holy shit! Here goes Isaac Henry. Oh, half cut means he's like half pissed, half drunk. There's nothing about circumcisions. Holy crap. What a try from the Wallabies. I want to see the replay of that. Oh, is that pass to Isaac Henry forward? It's close. This one they TMO. So the TMO does exist. Paisami to Henry. I think the fact that Henry is in front of him makes it look worse. It's slightly forward, isn't it? Doing a slick move. That's one they're checking, Jules. Yeah, they didn't check the costly cleanup, but they checked that one. I find that it was almost like the TMO didn't exist for the other one. How long until they introduce forward passes to the NRL? What? It's not forward if it's stylish. Rule of cool, you reckon? Maybe. Aussies are just being free kicked at scrum time. Japan's going quick. Wee bit of a seatbelt tackle there from the Wallabies, but all right. Japan's still on their own half, but they're having a wee run. Out to Makisi. Here goes Yazaki. Oh, he just can't free the arm for the offload. Oh, Carter Gordon. Is he hurt? Holy shit, he looks hurt. He's gingerly getting back to his feet. Every time I see Carter Gordon make or be tackled, I am wincing. Yazaki again. He's well off his wing. Jeez, Frankie, you must have read what Tony wrote about getting your wallet out. Do you think TMO on-field ref should have limited time to initiate a check similar to goal kickers having 60 seconds to take the kick? Cheers, Frankie. There probably should be some kind of more formalized system than what they currently have. Like they used to have, you've got time until they kick the conversion, but then teams adapted by trying to take the conversions quickly, right? So then you got the refs having to tell them, no, don't take the conversion quickly, which was just the same as like not having that rule in the first place, which is why I think they ditched it. But it would probably be nice for them to formalize something so at least everyone's on the same page. Because right now, oh, the Japanese are so close. I think he's held up. Holy shit, that was close from Japan. Yeah, right now, you never know. When a try is scored, you never know. You're left with that ambiguity, which sucks. It'd be nice to have something more concrete. Oh, wow. Paisami and Jorgensen have just held up Japan. And cheers, Padza, for donating some memberships to people. Did Tony get one? Tony did not. Hollywood got one. There you go, Hollywood. You got yourself a gifted memberships. Woohoo! Oh man, Japan's back on the front foot again. Hate Era's gone close. Takeuchi, tight head on tight head. Tupou tackles him. Love that. Dylan Riley. Oh, that's a try time. Japan's taking the lead. Japan is taking the lead. Cheers, Padza. Thank you for that, mate. Era the hooker, then Takeuchi the tight head, then width from Saito to Riley. Oh man. Wow. Someone said they had money on Japan. Oh, more TMO. Shit, I am behind. Unless it's a clear yellow red card, TMO stay out of general play too. Oh, the try's good. Is he going to get the conversion? Ooh, poster. 14 points to 17. It's a 3-point game. Defense, I know. Ooh. Maybe. Are we TMOing this a double? Oh, fuck, I don't know what's going on. That looked like there was a potential knock on there. How does your wife and kids let you have all this free time to do this? Well, I think I do my share during the week. I drop the kids off and pick them up and get dinners ready and shit. So, Who do you think are going to win this? I still back the Wallabies for sure. But I do feel like they've been kind of on the back foot for a fair bit of this first half, even if the score's close. I haven't looked up the stats, but I don't think they're going to make great reading for the Wallabies. Should we have a wee look? Stats. Territory is 55% Japan. Line breaks is 2 each. Japan has actually missed a few more tackles, so maybe it's not as bad reading as I thought. Maybe I'm being a bit negative. Paisami's having a big carry. I guess we got to keep in mind the Wallabies that have one try tier mode. When will Tucson be coming to South Africa? Yeah, that's true. I need to at some point. Oh, Wallabies have just knocked it forward. Here goes Japan on the counter. Oh, there's a penalty. Unless the ref calls upon him, says Frankie. Yeah, some of rugby stuff is a little bit grey, isn't it? How long's the TMO got to come in? What can the TMO come in for? Even when there is laws, they sometimes just kind of let them go a little bit. What time did the kids start and finish school? April 2. They have to be at school for 8:55. I usually drop them a little bit earlier than that. We usually leave home at around about 8:30. Walk to school. It's only like just over a K, so it's not too far. And then they finish at 2:45. So it's not a long day, not in the scheme of things. All right, Wallabies, 6 meters out, maybe 7. They're mauling it, but the maul's going nowhere. Someone just mentioned about the Mr. Rose about the forward dominance. The Wallabies are maybe lacking here. That maul went nowhere. They got advantage for offside. Wallabies have got a free play here. What can they do? That's messy. It's slow. There's bodies all over that breakdown. Paisami goes close. Don't crawl on the ground. Tupou gets a second. Oh my goodness. 2 for Tupou. The Wallabies are back in the lead. This is a friggin' tri-fest. All starts from Japan conceding a penalty. Wallabies did not let them escape that territory. Tupou is such a unit to bring down from close range, isn't he? What a beast, big boy, tight heads are gods. There we go. All these things are true. Prime Tongan, indeed. He is such a big old unit. Conversion goes over, so it's 21 points to 17. Kicks are the difference. Yeah, Lonergan, April 2. He's pretty good. Nice to see a 9 kicking who's not like a Frenchman. We usually get the 10s to do the kicking, but Australia's happy to have a 9 doing it. This Lonergan always look like he's sick. Maybe it's his complexion. Ball goes out. That will be halftime. There we go. Well, Frankie, you'll be happy to know I bought beer with trivia this time. Angus Bell's having a wee on-the-field interview. He's tired. Time to watch the NPC. Oh, so I'll flick it over to the NPC. Let's see what's happening with Auckland and Hawke's Bay. If you don't want to know the score for Auckland Hawke's Bay, maybe... Oh, it's halftime in that game as well. Wow. I can put the league on. Back to this one. All right, trivia. Okay. The beer is Spates this week, so it has usually New Zealand-based kind of trivia stuff. It says, which rare dolphin is only found on the west coast of the North Island in New Zealand? There you go. Which kind of rare dolphin? Any ideas? I don't know, says Mustang. They must hate being interviewed when they walk off zebra TV. I agree. I don't know why they do that interview. Someone who's just like struggling for breath. Hector's dolphin. Good guess, but not the one we're looking for. Damn, don't know anything about dolphins other than they are smart. Blue dolphin. No. I'll give you a clue. It's one of the character names from the Moana movie. Does that help? Pink dolphin, black dolphin? No. Maui. There we go, Mustang. Winner, chicken dinner. Now it's time for me to Google Maui dolphin. Maui dolphin. One of the rarest and smallest dolphins in the world. There we go. Critically endangered. That's unfortunate. Only a parent will give that clue. That's true. Although my kids haven't seen the live action version of Moana. They've only seen the cartoon version. It's shit. Well, there we go. I heard it's not doing that well. Cartoon is much better. It does seem like the kind of movie that would be better as a cartoon. Like The Little Mermaid. Like some of that stuff's not supposed to be like people, right? You can just do a lot more, I don't know, colorful stuff with cartoons, and like whenever there's animated animals, they look better as cartoons than as like a talking chicken or whatever the hell. You have a lot less dangerous animals in New Zealand compared to Australia. This is true. There's a joke that whenever New Zealanders move over to Australia and they start playing like, I don't know, cricket in their front yard or at the park or something, they like hit the ball into the bushes and a Kiwi will just like run in and stick their hand in to try and grab the ball, because in New Zealand there's pretty much nothing that can bite you or poison you or sting you. Not really, maybe a friggin' bee, but or a wasp. There's not much really going on. It's a pretty safe thing to do. We don't even think about it, but that gives Australians the shits. I don't know if that's true. The most dangerous thing in New Zealand is a bogan with access to weapons. I do live in West Auckland. There's always a shooting or something going on. Although Glen Eden seems to be Glen Eden seems to get more news than New Zealand does, than Henderson, where I live. The scariest animal I've encountered in the wild was a hippo. That must be scary because those things are huge. We don't have hippos in New Zealand except at the zoo. Or do we even have them? We don't even have them at the zoo anymore. We used to have them at the zoo. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Yeah, they have remade a lot of those classics into live action, right? I haven't seen the live action ones. Not because of any reason other than I think the cartoon ones are probably better. Right, let's check some halftime stats. Possession is 49-51 to Japan, which is pretty tight. Territory is 42-58 to Japan, so that's a big win to them. Line breaks is 2 each, which is kind of low given how many tries we've had. Defenders beaten is 20-10 in favor of the Wallabies, so the Japanese tackling percentage is actually kind of poor. Turnovers conceded as the killer for the Aussies, 7-2. They've been coughing up a little bit too much pill. The Japanese lineouts at only 60% though. How many lineouts have they had? I need to check a different website for that particular number. Oh, that one's not up to date, is it? There we go. Match stats. Oh, yeah. The Australian lineout's 5 from 5. The Japanese one is 3 from 5. So it's kind of poor given they've got such huge lineout operators. There we go. Is it true that New Zealand has more sheep than people? Our sheep numbers have declined a shitload in the last 20 or 30 years because a lot of farmers grow other things now, like maize, I think in particular does very well because the wool and lamb prices dropped, but there's still a shitload more sheep than people. Got tens of millions of sheep. Statman, that's a very good one. It is indeed. How come they didn't check that clean out on Bell? I was also curious about that myself, Andy. I don't know what the hell's going on. The most venomous animal in New Zealand is the katipo spider. Yeah, it's a relative of the redback, but it's less dangerous. I've never seen one. I will let you know when the game's back on, Frankie. Still half time at the minute. Do I mean corn? I think it's maize, like maize to be fed to animals rather than corn to be fed to people. Eddie's having a long chat with Warner Dearns. My illegal web stream is playing up. Hope you've got the block going on. Cow corn. There you go. Cow corn. All right, let's get one more bit of trivia before the second half begins. I'm getting a message from somebody. Nope, just a Facebook notification. All right, here we go. What does this say? Can my old man eyes read this? Get the light right. Oh, it's a rugby related bit of trivia from my bottle cap. Wouldn't you love that? Which team faced the All Blacks in the bronze medal match of the 2019 Rugby World Cup? There you go, a rugby bit of trivia. Not Australia, no. Wales, Mr. Rose got it. Sports was not far behind. And then a ton of people are coming in with other guesses. Jezza also got it with Wales. It was indeed Wales. Wales, remember, they pushed the box very, very close in that semi-final. That was like peak Warren Gatland. That was a real arm wrestle of a game between Wales and South Africa in that semi. But we got well beaten by England in the semi. We need to get you some Budweiser. We do have Budweiser here in New Zealand, believe it or not. You can buy Budweiser. It's like the one American beer that you can get over here. We can get a few Aussie beers. You can get Samoan beer. You can get Fijian beer. You can get German beer, obviously, Belgian. You can get Corona, Mexican. Yeah. As a Wallabies supporter, this is a frustrating game to watch for the Wallabies. Still plenty of time to come. Why do you need any other beer when you have Monteith's? Do we get any South African beer? Do we get South African beer here? Only at South African specialty shops. And it's not... Oh, you can get Castle. And you can get the Namibian stuff. You can get Windhoek from South African specialty shops. I've never seen like Windhoek at one of the main bottle shops, liquor stores over here. You can definitely get Foster's. Yes. Isn't there a joke that Australians don't actually drink Foster's? Has Japan ever led a game against New Zealand? I don't actually know. Surely. They ever scored first? Stadium has a sign saying no smoking or vaping. Is that illegal there? You would have to go outside the stadium to do it. You wouldn't be able to do it in the stadium. Try to avoid Desperado. That turned me into Charlie. What the hell's Desperado? Is that a beer? British love Fosters and degenerate Kiwis. But don't the Aussies like all hate Fosters? There's all kind of jokes about Aussies not drinking Fosters. Double Browns, that's, yeah, for sure, Double Brown. Lager with tequila, okay. There we go. I'm from Australia and Foster's isn't really sold here. Well, there you go. Frankie, coverage of the second half has just started again, but the players are not on the field yet, so you've still got time. Yeah, Aussies don't drink Fosters. Well, there we go. 4X is terrible. I remember Great Northern is really bland. No worries, Frankie. Japan led the All Blacks for a moment in 2018. There we go. That's a great stat. Great Northern is also terrible. I drink most beers, and honestly, I'm not that fussy, but Great Northern, I drank it and was like, this is not very good. Which is sad because when I first started this channel, there was this one guy, a Kiwi guy over in Australia. He was like the king of the super chats in the early days. This guy, Big Will. His little avatar logo thing was a sheep. And he would like always super chat multiple times during a stream, and he was always going on about Great Northern, and I was really excited to try it because he was such a big personality on the streams, and it was shit. Sadly, he's disappeared. I haven't seen him on the streams for like 5 years. Footy Finn, man, how's it going? Yeah, April 2 remembers Big Will. Rian Lowe. Still waiting for the rugby update, mate. How about Auckland, eh? The 11 looks good. Sadly, I'm not watching the game. Where did he go? He just disappeared, April Tui. He started always on the streams, and I know he got really, really, really into Twitter. He was on Twitter all the time, posting all kinds of mad stuff on Twitter, all rugby, and then he just disappeared. Deleted his Twitter. Maybe Twitter got the better of him. I don't know. $24.17 to Auckland. There we go. American beer is poor. Canadians like it because it's cheap. Well, there we go. Second half is about to underway. Boom, there's the kickoff. Time check. We are at 40 minutes and 15 seconds now. Someone said Auckland's got a red card at the start of the game, so if we're leading, we're doing all right, especially against Hawke's Bay. They've been really good. Paenga Moses come on to start the second half, so Josh Nass is off. Japan go to the back with the line-out throw. It's a good long throw. Japan have also made a change on the wing. Kita is out. Makisi with the wrap play. Saito. Ito. And it's going to find touch. How's Carter Gordon going? I wouldn't say he's had any fantastic great runs. He's been pulling the strings all right. Oh, Paisami looks isolated. Jeez, they just got the support there this time. Was that Japan's first successful lineout? That'll be their fourth successful lineout. Here goes Jorgo. Gas, can he get there? No, he's been brought down by the support, the sub. I forget his name. The 23 for Japan. Potter's going to have a carry. Potter's had a bit less to do this week compared to last week. He's going sideways. How's the family though, Ria? Here goes Tom Wright. Oh, Silky! Oh, geez, that was a good run. It kept looking like he was going to pass to Henry, but he just kept running. Canadian beers are quite good. I don't know if we sell any Canadian beers here. We don't even have Tim Hortons here. They've got Tim Hortons in China. Currently heading up the door to swimming lessons with the two girls. All as well. Good man. Good man. Have the Wallabies used their bench yet? Paenga Amosa is on. I think he's the only one. He's on for NASA at hooker. Aussie commentators really struggle with the being neutral thing. They are not really known for it. That's true. Liam still thinks he's brewing his own mark despite the covenants. I'll back him. He'll keep himself out of trouble. He's a good lad. That kind of stuff is so funny, eh? I don't think we have anything quite like that over here. When I worked in Sierra Leone, the beer was Star Lager. Okay. Where I was in China, the number one beer was Snow, which is a bit shit. It's like 3% beer. It's very like low percent. You have to drink a lot of the stuff if you're in your 20s. They also do Qingdao, which is a bit better. They've got a bunch of really random beers, like pineapple flavored beers and stuff too, but those were not great. Canadian beers are a bit crap. My kids are watching over this my shoulder. They think they're being sneaky. They think they're being sneaky. Yeah, definitely not just Aussie commentators. Jezza. Free kick to the Japanese at scrum time. Molson, I have heard of that one actually. I have heard of that. They sponsor some of the ice hockey. I know that one. I don't know the other one, but I know Molson. All right, what can Japan do this time? Oh, they've knocked it on. Oh, the ref says it's backwards, so we'll go on. Enjoy your beers, footy, mate. Wuhan has a good craft beer scene. Maybe now. Not when I lived there. I lived there from 2008. Yeah. We are pretty sure manufacture means to sell, but I like to tease him. It also says something about the practice of no dark arts. Well, you better watch yourself, April 2. You and your incantations and stuff. Surely if you're brewing it at home for non-sales purposes, you can get by, right? Bales Kunzel. How's it going, mate? Andy Good. Yeah, he's something. He's a commentator. Geez, that's a real scrappy aerial ball, that one. I think the Aussies are doing all right in the aerial contest today. They're giving the Japanese guys a bit of a hard time with that. What did Eddie do to Hooper? He dropped them right before the World Cup in 2023. Drinking Jervis Bay Imperial Stout right now. That sounds pretty fancy. It's fancier than my friggin' Spades low carb stuff. Carl Tanana. My old man did not like Carl Tanana. Kiwi rugby man. He said he loves himself. Turnover ball from Australia. What can they do? Painga Mosa's the man going straight up the guts. Gets through about 4 Japanese tacklers. Geez, he's a unit. You can see why they brought him on. Bell's having a big carry. Box kick for Lonergan. They're going to find the aerial ball again. Jorgensen's got it. Honestly, the Japanese are not handling these high balls well. They got advantage for offside. What can the Wallabies do with the free play? Lonergan. Tupou's rampaging with the offload. Tizano's just pinched it. He's grabbed it. Come on, Australia, do something. Carter Gordon with the clean out. Bell inside Wilson. No, back for the penalty. That was only called. Yeah, no. It was pretty controversial, I think. Eddie Jones dropped a few of the veterans right ahead of the World Cup. Here comes Massimo De Lutis. Wallaby number 1000. Italian beer is some of the best. I think the only one we get here is Peroni. Opal Minor, man, how's it going? They reckon De Lutis can out bench press. He can out bench press Taniela Tupou, so he's a pretty strong dude. Is it the guy the Irish wanted to steal? That's the guy. If the rumors be true and we're not just his agent trying to get him a better deal. What's the best non-Kiwi or Chinese beer I've had? What's a non-Kiwi or Chinese beer that I've had that I liked? Does Long Dong count? That's from Taiwan. Gordon with the carry from the line out. Here we go. They're 3 meters out the Wallabies. It's slow ball. Lonergan, Wilson. Tizano goes close. Come on, let De Lutis have a try. Charlie Cale's short. Bell's over. Try time. It's another try. They've extended their lead. Looking a little bit more comfortable now. Getting paid with the high balls to start with. Advantage. Line out. They had Gordon going direct. Then the forwards. And Bell goes over. It's about to be 28-17. Prop day. Yeah, the props are all over the board, aren't they? Seems like the delay is less. I hope so. I swear I'm watching it live. Bell is great. Yeah, Bell's really good. His scrummaging's gotten better as well. He's always been a real beast around the park. San Miguel Christmas is a dark beer, amazingly good. I only ever found it in Mexico. There you go. Did you guys ever watch the video where I went to the beer museum in Wuhan? That was a good video. 2 Cents on Tour. It was a weird one. It's a few years old now, that one. Yeah, the Wallabies not going to score with the backs. The backs have still been getting some decent meterage and whatnot. Jeremy Williams just grabs himself a turnover. Is Australia in the top 5 teams in the world? They're 8th at the moment. Number 8. It's South Africa, New Zealand, Ireland, France, England, top 5. Then I think Scotland, Argentina, and then these guys, the Aussies. Have I done any recently? I put one about coffee the other day because I have some old footage that I haven't quite gone through yet, and that was the last little bit of it. The next little bit of footage that I edited up will be from this year when I went with my mum. So my mum is going to be on camera. So if my dad was my 2 Cents rugby guest, my mum is going to be my 2 Cents on Tour guest. Lonergan looks like he sleeps in a coffin. Someone else earlier said that he looks kind of sickly. Lonergan's try earlier was chalked off. Try scorers so far is Nasser, Tupou, and Bell for the Wallabies. Hawkins, Saito, and Riley for Japan. So the only backs on the board are the two Japanese guys, Saito and Riley. If I go into come to Rotorua, there we go. I've taken my kids there a couple of years ago. Another line out. Durns tries to steal it, but he can't for Japan. Paisami has a big carry up the guts. Wilson again with a touch. Geez, that was above his head from Henry, but geez, he did well to bring that in. Tom Wright goes nowhere. Come on, shift it right now, boys. That is some slow ruck ball. Oh, and the pass hits the dirt. Might have been a Japanese hand in there, maybe, but either way, we play on. If you guys haven't liked the stream, by the way, give it a like. YouTube loves all that engagement stuff. Helps me out endlessly. Jeez, the Wallabies' backs are getting a little bit isolated, but here we go. The support arrives. Carter Gordon gets caught, and that ball's gone back to halfway. How good is Tizano? Tizano's great. Australia makes... They make the best sevens, don't they? They got fucking McRae and Tizano. Tom Wright puts in a speculative kick because there was a knocked back, which he thought was probably knocked on. Jeez, it's getting a bit scrappy at the minute. The Japanese passing's not much better. Having issues with my daughter at the moment, so I haven't been doing much watching of these days, sadly. Yeah, my daughter's been crook. She's on the mend, but she has been crook. Mr. Rose just sent a trophy cake. I don't know what that means, but we got a trophy cake. Thank you, mate. Sent a trophy cake for 1,000 joules. I honestly have no idea what that means. I'm too old. $129 watching and only 56 likes. We can improve those numbers. That pass from Jorgensen to Potter was pretty nice. Goes over the defender with one hand. Never seen that on YouTube before. There we go. I should Google it, what the hell it means, but we're watching the rugby. I'll look it up later. Scrapyard game. It's a scrapyard. Yeah, it's definitely a scrapyard. Blame the autocorrect. Crook, as in sick. Mildly sick. A bit crook. Yeah. She's got a bit of a funny tummy and a bit of a fever. Here we go. Carter Gordon finally gets a break. Go, Carter. Oh. Holy shit. Deludus. On debut. No way. All the fucking props are getting tries. No way. Oh. Thanks for hitting like Hollywood. Look at that. Massimo Delutis. On debut. Wallaby number 1,000. What a debut. Saito did well to get the initial tackle. And then Jeremy Williams to Delutis. Oh, wow. Crazy. I think the Wallabies are going to win this team. Are they checking it? No. Ref looks like he's standing in the way of the kicker. They want to check the grounding. Okay. No, they've cleared it. That's a great storyline. Yeah, that's a proper grounding. There's a bloody virus going through. Yeah, I mean that's I don't know about where you are, mate, but that time of year here anyway. End of the season, starting to look a lot more comfortable for the Aussies now, isn't it? It's more mental health for us, but hopefully things are on the up. Wish this parenting stuff came with a manual, Jules. Yeah, that's also true, and that it's tough. It's tough. You can just do your best. There's no right or wrong, like absolute way to do things, eh? I sometimes worry I'm being too hard on one, too soft on the other, that kind of thing. But I don't know. Hopefully, they end up to be relatively well balanced individuals without too many issues. But we'll see. We'll see. Come on, Wallabies, be ruthless. There we go. Yeah, Jules has got this. You've got this. What are thoughts on New Zealand players doing the haka against the All Blacks like Nonu? That was pretty cool, wasn't it? I feel like people have been more affected by it than me. When I saw it, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But a lot of people are regarding it as like one of the greatest things they've ever seen on the rugby field. I didn't think it was quite that awe-inspiring, but I mean, it's pretty fucking cool. But I mean, everyone will see things their own way. It's a beauty of things. I am just, I think, personally, I am generally, I don't get as excited about stuff as other people generally, and I don't get as pissed off about stuff as other people generally in my everyday life. Maybe I'm just fucking emotionally dead to the world. I don't know. But yeah, I just thought that was pretty cool. Parenting's hard. I've got 4. Always feel under the gun. Geez, I've only got 2. Jorgensen's getting a wee bit of treatment. Have the Aussies emptied their bench now? Let's have a look at which guys are on. Pangamos is on, Deludis is on, and Williams on. Just 3 guys at the moment. Several of my friends cried seeing Nono. See, I didn't get touched by it quite that same way. But I can see other people getting hit in the feels by it. Man, the Wallabies are freaking good at the breakdown. Another turnover. Tizano is so good. Michael Hooper's talking him up, as he should. I felt Nonu's haka in my bones. It was one of my top 5 sporting moments. So yeah, you guys were really hit by it a lot more than I was. Maybe, as I said, I'm just like a dead fish. There we go. A nice line-up ball from the Aussies. I'm not a crier either, Mark, but I love seeing Nonu. What a legend. Yeah, exactly. Do you think Hooper retired too early? He probably still had gas in the tank, but I know he did a short stint in Japan after he finished playing. He probably got, I guess, offered the commentary gig and thought there's a lot more long-term future in commentary than playing a year or two more. Do we have McCright and Tizano on the field at the same time now? That does need a name. Oh, so close to being dead from Japan, but not quite. Not quite. Ends up being a perfect kick. Remember the Munster haka led by Doug Howlett? Yeah, true. I think this game's gone for Japan, but they could certainly use a consolation score or two. Oh, it's another turnover. This time it's Pangamosa. Goodness me. Jorgensen has succumbed to that injury which saw him go down earlier. He's clutching at something on his side, but I don't know. He's just put a thumbs up. So Dalgunu's come on for him. Evening, everyone. How's it going, mate? The Wallabies looking all right with 14 minutes to go. Tizano McCarthy to the pooper. Yeah, that's right. I mean, well, Les Kiss reckons he's going to do it in this game. More good line-out ball from the Aussies. Just barely. McDermott's having a snipe. Gets past a couple. Dalgunu loves getting in there to play halfback. Pop ball from the deck to Jeremy Williams. Oh, Brendan Pangham also wanted another pop ball there, but he didn't get it. He might have been in space if he got it. Gets his carry anyway. Advantage. Oh, Harry Wilson with the slick skills, but McDermott has just dropped it short of the line. Oh, that's pretty easy on the eye, Australia. That's pretty easy on the eye. Fucking Harry Wilson. Jeez, he's got a skill set. Oh, McDermott just dropped it. Greetings from the early hours in Argentina, recovering from the loss to South Africa. It was a while ago, mate. You guys have got a while to wait until your next game, although an Argentinian 15 is playing America, I think, this weekend. The Wallabies forwards want another try. Close ranges from the Wallabies. Slow numbers. Japan's goal line defense is holding so far. And they've lost it forward. Yeah, I don't think they're showing that USA game here somehow. I haven't seen it listed on my broadcast schedule, sadly. They're taking off Lockie Shaw. So Fraser McCright's on. Tizano's on. Charlie Cale's on. 2 sevens on the field. Yeah, Kale's gone to 8. McCrite's on the blind side. Creeping to our best ever world ranking of 12. Sadly, you won't get any points from beating the Argentinian 15, but it'll be a good experience for the guys. Oh, Japan dink over the top from their own half. Here goes Dylan Riley. What a break. Tate McDermott with the desperation tackle. Whoa, what a tackle that was. Knocked backwards from Japan. McCrite's trying to get over the ball, and he's won a turnover. Holy smokes. Another turnover. These guys are the turnover kings. Beat Dylan Riley beat Tom Wright, and what a tackle from Tate McDermott. Any thoughts on the NPC Championship? Do you follow it? Does it have an audience or a following? I ask because I recently discovered it before that Super Rugby was the only thing on the radar. I follow it, but there's a shitload of games on. So sadly, I should be watching it right now, but I'm watching the Aussies play. Actually, I saw that my team lost, so maybe I shouldn't be watching it. Turnovers and props. That is the Aussie game today, isn't it? 9 minutes to go. Can the Aussies bring up 40? Argent 15 on Rugby. Oh, on Rugby Pass. That's a great tip. Thank you, mate. I never even thought to check Rugby Pass. Because very little rugby is on free to air here in New Zealand. Although the NPC is this year. Ooh. Looked a bit messy. Does it draw much of an audience? It used to. It was the big competition when I was a child, but it's very much the third tier now. The All Blacks is the main draw. Super Rugby less so, and the NPC is for more real diehard people, but it's really entertaining rugby. I think Japan will score another. Well, there's someone in the chat who said they've got money on Warner Dearns to score, so maybe Warner Dearns gets one more before the game is over. Frankie got Super Brew for Auckland versus Hawke's Bay. Let me check if I got any points for that one. While there's an injury break. Potter's down, so... I picked Hawke's Bay by 18. Do you get a promoter from NPC to Super Rugby? No, the Super Rugby franchises are made up of the NPC teams essentially. Like the Blues would be made up of Northland, North Harbour, and Auckland. Is the NPC professional? Kind of semi-professional. Have the Aussies cleared the entire bench? Yes, they have. Big Aussie scrum. They got penalty advantage. Charlie Cale has just burst over to bring up 40. Wow. Big old scrum. Man, high balls and a big scrum. There we go. It's the new look Wallabies. I think Ben Donaldson's playing 10 because he came on for Carter Gordon. What's the New Zealand rugby pyramid like? It's All Blacks, Super Rugby, so international, fully professional. NPC is semi-professional. Below the NPC is the Heartland Championship, which is like a... I don't think people are getting paid for playing that one. It's amateur. 42 points to 17. And then it's Premier Club Rugby, I believe. I don't know, but I assume you're an Auckland fan in the NPC because of you always being a Blues fan. Oh, good on you for becoming a Blues fan. Sorry about that. We probably will bring you lots of pain. But yes, Auckland is my team in the NPC. How long is left? We are at 73, almost 74 minutes. Love the way New Zealand season works. It's sort of staggered with the higher performing Super Rugby players going up to international for the latter half and the rest going down to NBC. Yeah, that's the way it works. That's good. Oh, it's good to have them getting more rugby into them, at a decent level. You've seen some of the Aussie guys coming over for NPC this year because I think it's a higher level than the Aussie club scene. So it's good for them to get a bit more experience too. And there's been a few Japanese players over and whatnot in the NPC squads as well. Hey, Exile Dave, bro, how's it going? Evening, mate. Hope you're well. Mail for Sam. If you know, you know. Thank you, mate. Good to see you, brother. Been a while. Been a while. And I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I know I don't know. Wow, Harry Wilson has just got another try for the Wallabies. This is a blitz. This is an absolute shellacking at this point. Wow, this was a competitive first half. It was 21-17 at half time. Wilson, man. Like the stream, yes, please do like that. Thoughts on the New Zealand Warriors? I don't watch them, but they are very fucking popular. Very, very, very popular. More popular than any single Super Rugby team, for sure. Been a while indeed, being crazy, busy being a bloody adult. It's hard, isn't it? My daughter's sick at the moment, so I feel you. I feel you. Mayo won the Gaelic Football Championship, the first in over 70 years. Well, cheers to that. Well done, Mayo. You guys are nuts over there in Ireland about your sports, man. I've seen the crowds at those things. They're nuts. Oh, and there is a card as well. I guess there were too many penalties conceded. They were on the warning. The Warriors are really popular here. Thankfully, the All Blacks have gotten their season underway because basically from not January. When does the NRL season start? I don't know. April? March? Basically from that point until the All Black season gets underway, I get so much Warriors chat from people. Like I went to Tony's wedding, which was much earlier in the year, and all his mates who I met who don't know me but were making small talk with me for the first time, they're like, oh, you're the rugby guy. Yes. Do you follow the Warriors? Do you do videos about the Warriors? Do you ever talk about the Warriors? It's like, no, I don't. Even as an Aussie, I support the Wahas. There you go. Footy Finn's happy with the score. As well you should be. Another big Aussie scrum. Gets himself an advantage. You could hear them yelling, hold it in. Dalgunu on the left wing. The cousin was man of the match and is looking like player of the year. Goodness me. Footy Finn's mates giving away 4 tickets to the Waz versus Broncos tonight. Well, there you go. How was the wedding? I haven't watched the podcast. It was good. I mean, he lived with his partner anyway, so I don't think practically a lot has changed. But yeah, it was a really fancy wedding. I didn't know anybody apart from the guys who had been on the stag do. The stag do was more interesting than the wedding, to be fair. Tony got kicked out, kind of, a little bit of a bar, but I won't talk about that. A little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe. A little bit kicked out. But that was towards the end of the night anyway, so maybe it was about that time anyway. It's odd watching Australia keep the foot on the throat. It is unusual. Oh, they finally lost the line out though. Was Tony appropriately wasted at the wedding? At the bachelor party maybe. Oh, Fraser McCright's in all kinds of space. Dalgunu. Oh, he's brought down desperately. I left pretty early. I didn't know anybody. I was there with my wife. We didn't hang around too long. We finished the food. The food was really good, and then left. So he probably was, but I didn't stay that long. I had to drive anyway. Did you guys prank him on the stag? I ended up chatting with a couple of South African guys. Oh, they've just lost it over the line. A South African guy and a Kiwi guy about rugby while they were doing some kind of quiz. Yeah. Or I think he was getting like whipped or something. I don't know. I missed a fair bit of it, to be fair. Cheers, Footy Fin, mate. Take care. Aiden Ross, does he want to try? So many prop tries today. He's not going to get one. Oh, ball off Tom Wright's head. A bit of a falcon. Back for a penalty. Another yellow card warning, maybe. No, there were not South Africans at Tony's party. Well, there might have been, but I didn't meet everybody. But part of it was at a bar, and I met some South Africans randomly there. Clock's gone into the red. Can they bring up 50? Liam and I ran away to Bali to get married. Don't really like weddings. Whatever works, everyone's different. Tony was having a second attempt at it, so there we go. He did roll him up a little bit. Yep. It was one South African guy and one Kiwi guy who was married to a South African. I can't remember their names, but they were good guys. I remember their faces. Paenga Amosa gets a try. Goodness me. Wow. This is a shellacking, folks. Like the stream before it ends. Please do. The stream's almost done. Thank you to all the folks who did super chats and whatnot. And Padza, who was donating memberships and whatnot. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Pine Gambos is a hooker, but yeah, another front rower. Gets a try. 50 points up for the Wallabies. Who was predicting 56-17 after the nail biter that was last week? Wow. Stick that up, Eddie Jones, eh, Jules? There you go. What is the try count? The tries. Let's have a look. NASA, the hooker. Tupou, the tight head. Tupou, the tight head. Bell, the loose head. Deludus, the replacement tight head. Kale, the number 8. Number 6 moved to number 8. Wilson, the number 8, moved to like the second row. And then BPA, the reserve hooker. My goodness. It's all the forwards. All the forwards. Japan had a couple of tries to backs. Goodness gracious me. Well done, Australia. Japan won't be very happy with that. Eddie will have some stern words for those lads. They didn't do very well on the high ball, and geez, the Australians at turnover time and then eventually at scrum time. Mwah. Impressive. Very, very impressive stuff. Will Japan ever sack Eddie? I don't think so. I don't think so. But there we go. Good game, Australia. Hard luck, Japan. Cheers, everybody, for being here. I'll finish off this. And, yeah, the Wallabies putting a team to the sword. Well done. I think I'm going to go, Frankie. I might watch a bit of NPC here at home, but I won't live stream. I also need to go for a run. 7 o'clock. I haven't been for a run this week. I need to go for a run. I'll digest some of this beer and then go for a quick run before I go to sleep. Yeah. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for liking and subscribing and being here for the stream. And as I said, all the super chats and whatnot. It's remarkably generous of you all, of your time. And, yeah. Hopefully, catch you guys for another one at some point soon. I won't be streaming the ABs because it's on at 5 in the morning. So my family would probably not appreciate that. But anyway, team, cheers. And I'll catch you guys for another one at some point soon. Take care. Bye-bye.